Okay, this is going to be episode 1 of my Viewmaster collection that I started collecting in mid-1990s, probably 1996, maybe around there when I would have been 9 years old. My mom got me my first vintage viewer, which will just give you an expose on this, at an estate sale. Her cousin Trudy's great-grandmother, or maybe it was her grandmother, named June. She lived in the LA area. She passed away, and my mom went to the estate sale and got me this Model E, which is black. Most of the ones that I have are brown. This is the only black one that I have. And we'll get into that another time. But this particular episode, I kind of wanted to talk about stuff that Fisher-Price sent me for free when, as a kid, I would write letters to the company expressing my interest and love of the Viewmaster. So here is something from January of 2002. I would have been in high school at the time. There's the Fisher-Price box from corporate. Now you all know my former childhood home address. So that is the shipping box. And inside of it, they sent me this. And no letter or anything, they just sent me a business card. Viewmaster by Fisher-Price, a subsidiary of Mattel. Deborah Borer, Special Markets Sales Administrator, 636 Girard Avenue, East Aurora, NY. CustomViewmaster.com. I'll have to check that out later. So this is 2002. They sent me this for free just because I wrote them a fanboy letter. And I've kept it all these years in the original shipping carton. And then later on, they sent me more stuff. Same person. Oh, this must have came at the same time because the postmark is the same. For your collection, Deb, Fisher-Price Brands. They sent me, and I've never opened them, Redwood Highway, Kennedy Space Center, America in Space, and the Space Shuttle. So in 2002, I would have been like 15. And they still sent it to me for free. The power of a handwritten letter. Other times they sent me stuff for free, and I don't have the packaging for these, but the same lady sent me more stuff, and I have never opened it all these years later, and I believe they call this a blister pack. White House, Washington, D.C., and this would have all been around 2002, I'm guessing. Mount Rushmore. It just blows my mind that they just sent this stuff to me for free. Badlands. New York City. And last of my unopened stuff, Mount Vernon. So, there you go. I have just kept these in a box for 20 years. So that's, oh, here's another one that they sent me as a promotional item for free. Another one. This one has a sticker on there, Buick Century, and this one was a lot earlier, 1997. Buick Century advertising reel. So there you go. And what else do I have that I want to show you? That's it for my more newer stuff. My elderly neighbor at the time from the UK, she would go back all the time, and she brought me back some stuff from Europe. And I've never opened these. Let me get them over here. the Discovery Channel Viewmaster stuff. And there's a special viewer that goes with this that I also have. It's like that. And I have a bunch of those little plastic cases too, but this one you could see she brought these back from England. Everything's in pounds. And these are from the early 2000s as well. Never opened. Secrets of Space in 3D. And I do have opened versions of these reels with that viewer and the little cases that they came with, which we'll talk about in another episode. Let me just wrap it up with one other thing that I got from the Orange County Fair. They had the Stereo Club of Southern California at the fair, probably similar time period, early 2000s. I would have been in high school. And I got this cool little booklet, George Lewis, Keystone's Last Stereographer. This is number 379 out of 1000, published by the Stereo Club of Southern California. And then it kind of gives you the Keystone Mast Collection, UCR, California Museum of Photography. Keystone View Company of Meadville, Pennsylvania was the largest publisher of stereo views in the United States. So there's a blurb on the back there. And your single reel. And they gave this away for free if you just went up to the booth. To the first 1,000 people. Explore the past, present, and future of stereoscopic 3D imaging. And this gets into stereoscope stuff as well. And apparently there was a magazine you could subscribe to, Stereo World. Don't know if it's still around. And National Stereoscopic Association, Portland, Oregon, stereoview.org. I will have to check that out. And we learned about NSA from Lawrence Kaufman, so he must have been one of the brand ambassadors. And you could subscribe via PayPal. Back issues are available. And again, this flyer is at least 20 years old. I have no idea if this organization is still around. I assume it's still around because of people love their 3D stuff. So that's pretty much it. That's episode 1. I still have boxes of stuff to kind of do a show and tell on the Viewmaster stuff. Oh, maybe one more thing before I go. This is a more newer piece. And I got this collection when I was in high school, 2004. Not a collection, this item. And I've never opened it. I got it in Walmart in Orange County. This is a 65th anniversary Viewmaster collector set. Never opened. Circa 2004. And it's been packed away in storage for 20 years and made it with me on every move. It's a little banged up from being moved around, but I just still think it's such a cool item. And the fact that as a guy in high school, I had the foresight to never open it. And it's kind of got this chrome paint scheme on the viewer. And they kind of did like the little retro Model E style design, but it's all just like screen printed on there. So that's it for today. Until next time, we will see you then.